All right. So welcome everyone to the second workshop of ETHOdyssey. And this time we are very glad to be joined by Yuling from Polygon. All of you already know about Polygon. And yeah, so Polygon has $5,000 up for grabs in bounties. And it's really easy to deploy your dApp on Polygon. If you're already building on Ethereum, it's just one or two steps ahead. Yuling will be happy to cover that, and really glad to have her here today. Welcome, Yuling. I'll let you take it from here.
Awesome. Thanks a lot for the introduction. Hello, everyone. It's great to be here with everyone here on a weekend. And so then just a quick introduction to myself. My name is Yuling Ma, and I'm the integration lead at Polygon. And as to Polygon, many of you might have already heard about Matic in the past. Previously it's called Matic, and it has been rebranded to Polygon. So then it is the first well-structured, easy to use platform for Ethereum scaling and infrastructure development. So then its core component is Polygon SDK, a modular flexible framework that basically supports building and connecting secured chains like Plasma. And we're also look to support optimistic rollup as well, and as well as standalone chains like POS chain and Polygon. And so basically it's designed for flexibility and also independence. And so then Polygon's layer 2 chains and now have seen very widespread adoptions with many dApps and transactions every day. And if you are an Ethereum developer, you're basically already a Polygon developer. And so then as a Ethereum developer, you're able to leverage Polygon's fast and secure transactions for your dApp. So then as to Polygon, it first was founded in 2017. So then the mission back then was just to make Ethereum infrastructure ready for mass adoptions. And so then, it aims to tackle poor user experience from pain points like high gas fees and slow speeds and network congestions without sacrificing security. So then today, Polygon has been recognized as one of the fastest growing decentralized application platforms for Ethereum scaling and infrastructure development. So then with that said, we can take a look at the solution to Ethereum scaling that Polygon is providing. So then, just like in this architecture, we can see that Polygon has three-layer architecture. So then, on the top, we see there's Ethereum mainnet. And then in the middle, we see this Plasma checkpoint nodes, which is like our POS bridge. And then towards the bottom, we see Matic commit chain. So basically for staking and Plasma smart contract, they're deployed on the mainnet. And then we have proof of stake layer, which we call as a handle layer. And we also have block producer layer, which we call as a board, on Polygon side. So just for Polygon, it basically just maintains a set of smart contract on the mainnet, which, as we said, it handles staking management for proof of stake layer, and also a delegate management, including validator shares and plasma contracts for more VP, including checkpoints and snapshots of sidechain state. So then the idea is that for every few blocks that we produce on Polygon through the block producer layer, a validator is going to validate all the blocks since the last checkpoint. And then it's going to create a Merkle tree of block hashes, publish this Merkle root to the mainnet. And then, so then because of the checkpoints that we have, we're able to provide finality of transactions on the mainnet. And also, the fact that proof of burn on the Polygon chain is provided in the checkpoint as well, which can be checked against the checkpoint. So then, just for every single transactions, they're basically fraud proof and can be checked against the checkpoint against the mainnet. That's how Polygon is able to provide security on top of the distribution that we have through the POS chain. And then, just for the block producer layer on the Polygon side, it basically is the entity that's responsible for aggregating transactions into blocks. And those block producers, they basically periodically shuffle their committee selection in POS layer. So then the blocks are produced at this layer, and then they are basically validated by our POS layer, and so then which is by our handle nodes, and checkpoint, as we said, consisting of the Merkle tree hash of the set of blocks, is committed to Ethereum mainnet for finality. So then, just because of this, we can see that transactions are basically executed on Polygon commit chain for the faster speed and also for a low gas cost, yet its security is guaranteed on Ethereum mainnet through checkpoint and through fraud proof. So then that's how we ensure security, decentralization, and without sacrificing its security as well. And so then at Polygon, we have looked at different problems in Ethereum scalability at this point. And then we realized that there's no one-size-fits-all scaling solutions. And because there are like a wide spectrum of DeFi projects in the ecosystems with different needs, so then different solutions should coexist. And then, just for new solutions or innovations in the space, they can just make the old ones obsolete. And like with Polygon or Matic, like in 2017, when it was first started, Plasma chain was the way to go. However, the fact that it had the 7-day challenge period, which can be a hurdle to a lot of that project when it comes to exiting their funds from the Polygon chain back to the mainnet, right? And that's how Polygon evolved and include POS chain, which basically just drop this limitation and is able to provide a lot faster exit time to the dApps. So then the forks of popular implementations, scatters, and biased information from formalized framework, right? So then what's so different about Polygon's solution at this point is that it basically uses mainnet as a hub. So then like all the other solutions, they are basically evolve around the Ethereum being the main hub to connect everything. It offers the benefits from Ethereum's network effect for its strong community of users and devs, or EVM, or its smart contract programming language, solidity, and also its long history of serving as a reliable base chain. Like all those advantages are just really hard to replicate. And also it takes time to replicate as well. So then, as we said, it's clear that there will be like a spectrum of different scaling options in the future. And Polygon's framework, as we can see in this graph, it basically combines the best of Ethereum secure chains, should that be layer 2 aggregator or standalone blockchain like side chains like POS side chain into a multi-chain system. And it just let the developers or the dApp to decide which solution to use. And so then the idea is similar to other scaling solutions like Polkadot or Cosmo for interoperability of different blockchains. The major upsides are, just having Ethereum being the main hub to connect everything. And also, it's just its long history of serving as a reliable base chain. So then this is like the major upset of Polygon's solution, and it is turning Ethereum into a fully fledged multi-chain system because of this. And so then the next I would like to talk about the power of Polygon. And just as a leading scaling solution with over 10 billion worth of assets held on network. So we have roughly close to 7 million daily transactions at this point, and daily active addresses on Polygon over 100,000. And we also have like 2 seconds block time finality on main chain. And so then, like the average transaction cost on Polygon, it's just really a fraction of a cent. And then it is EVM compatible. And it means that everything that works on Ethereum mainnet, it works on Polygon. And just with the checkpoint transactions onto Ethereum network to secure assets on the mainnet through hybrid plasma or pause bridge approach, we're able to offer all those powers of the network, and that basically just like enhance the user experience with high throughput and security with near zero transaction fee. And so then this scaling solution will be able to help mass adoption and also stickiness for Ethereum users as well. And so then, with that said, this is like some key ecosystem enablers. And there are wallets that currently support, and of course, not everything have been listed here. And Chainlink is our partner, and like we have a wide selection of DeFi on Polygon. There's a gaming platform, NFT, and we also support stable coins as well. And there's meta transaction features supported on Polygon as well. So then there's actually updated list of projects here that you can see. It basically has DeFi apps that are currently hosted on Polygon, and then there's NFT gaming, there's DAO, and then we also have wallets that are currently supporting Polygon, and then we have different oracles as well, and then there's dev tooling available for developers to use on Polygon as well. So then, just with that said, let's just come to the development part on Polygon. And so I would like to first cover a little bit about doing development or migration or migration to Polygon on Remix. So basically, this is a very, very basic smart contract that we have here on Remix. I may have to just, okay, hold on one second. Let me just have to come here. Okay, so basically, in order for us to be able to deploy any smart contract to Polygon in Remix, it's pretty much the same as what you have been doing to deploy your smart contract to Ethereum, testnet, or mainnet, right? So then with this very, very basic smart contract, what we need to do is that we need to first select this environment as injected Web3. And then from here, we need to configure our connection to Polygon net. Should that be Mumbai testnet, or should that be Polygon mainnet? We can just do through here in MetaMask. And there's all this information available on Polygon doc, which you can access through docs.matic.network. And then here there's a deploying Matic section. And if we just come here to using Remix, there's like all those information that we can specify in MetaMask. But then it's actually very, very straightforward. If we just come here, there's all this network details listed here. Should that be chain ID information or public RPC that you can use, and block explorer that you can specify. So then let's just do a quick demonstration in MetaMask to configure our Mumbai testnet for Polygon. So then, so basically at this point, what you want to do is that you want to add a network, right? So then, because like at this point, I already have this configured, and we can just a quick look at is detailed information. But then the way that you do it, if you have not yet had Polygon entry configured in MetaMask, is that you come to MetaMask and then you add network here. And so then you're able to specify the network name information, which we can just put down as Matic Mumbai testnet in this case. And then you just get the RPC URL. And I think you can just come to this page, and then there's entry to mainnet, and then there's also entry to testnet as well, right? So then here, the RPC, you can just copy any of those, or you can also just come to the RPC and then just to define your free dedicated RPC URL to put into MetaMask as well. So then at this point, if we just come here, network, add network, and then we can just do Matic Mumbai testnet, and then we will be able to put down. So for example, if I choose to use this RPC Mumbai Matic today, which is the first one on the RPC listing here, just ignore the warning for now, because I already have that specified in MetaMask. That's why like it's able to detect this. And then just for the chain ID information, it's a 1001. And then for symbol, you can just put down Matic. And then for block Explorer URL, you have a few different ones, right? So then here you could just put down any of them here. And then you do save, and then there you go. You would have Mumbai testnet available here in MetaMask. And then once you have this information, you can basically just copy the account information here in MetaMask. You just like click on the account, which is copied, and then you can go to Matic facade right here, right? And since we're doing this deployment on testnet, so then we're just going to specify the network here is Mumbai, and then we want some Matic token. And if you put down your account address here, and then you hit submit, you confirm, and you will be receiving some Mumbai test tokens for some Matic test tokens on your Mumbai network to play with. You can deploy, or you can run your dApp transactions with that. So then once you have those set, and then we can just come here, and let's just try to deploy our smart contract. Awesome. So I have Matic Mumbai testnet selected in here, and then I'm just going to go ahead and say confirm. Alrighty, so we have it deployed at this point, and we can see that it's deployed at an address on Polygon. And if we just do a quick test, so the counts, its initial value is 0, and then we do increments, which is like making a transaction on Polygon, right? So again, we need to sign the contract, the transaction, and then we need to pay a small amount of fee, and then the count now is 1. Cool. So then now let's take a look at how we deploy on Truffle framework. So then for that, let's just come to, okay, let's just come here. All right. So are you able to see my screen now? I actually have the code open in Visual Studio.
Yeah, able to see your screen with the code. Remix is open, right?
Oh, okay. So it's still Remix. So I should probably just share my whole screen instead. Let's see. Okay. So I think I might have just shared one single window just now, one single app just now. So basically now if I'm to share my whole screen, hopefully this is way to do. Are you able to see the editor?
Yeah, able to see
Cool.
that.
Awesome. Okay, so then here we basically have like a few simple Solidity smart contract, and I actually get the example from Truffle's website, Metacoin, and so then from here we're just going to try to deploy that using Truffle framework, and so then instead of using the terminal here, I'm just going to do it in a separate window instead. And so then very much like the way that you do with migration to the mainnet on Ethereum, this is also just to add an entry for Polygon in Truffle config file. And then as you can see in my Truffle config file, I basically have the default configuration for my local Ganache framework network, sorry. And then I also have Kovan, which you probably have already played with at this point. And then here I added one entry for Polygon. As you can see here, I basically specified my own dedicated RPC URL, but this is not required. And then, if we just come back again to the doc that I showed you earlier. So basically, if we just like come here, like all those information that you need to have in the Truffle config file, it basically is all listed in here. So I mean, just feel free to copy over the entry that you want for Matic or for Polygon, depending on the name that you prefer to use. And of course, this information for the RPC URL, this one you can feel free to change to your own dedicated URL, or you just use the public URL for the public RPCs that's listed in here, right? So then the page again is you using Truffle, and this is the configuration for Truffle config file. And then since I have all the information here available, right? Hold down, sorry, I didn't mean to come here. All right, so since I have all those information copied over, and I actually changed that from Matic to Polygon, but that's just a name. So then the only thing that I changed is to use my own free dedicated RPC URL instead, which you can create in the RPC's website itself. So then let's just go ahead and deploy this through Truffle. And so then the methods would just be Truffle migrate -- network Polygon is the entry name that I have in Truffle config file. And since I've deployed that in the past, and I definitely want to redeploy that, so I did reset. And then we'll just wait for it to finish. Okay, so first is compiling the contract. Meanwhile, I'll just take a quick look at the chat and see what are the questions that we have at this point. How will Ethereum 2.0 affect Polygon? Since it will implement POS and provide all the things that currently mainnet lacks. Yeah, so then with high expectations towards Ethereum 2.0, I think things are going to change a lot. It's going to be lightning speed as well, but then just the number of transactions on Ethereum 2.0 are also going to be explode as well, right? So then a lot more transactions we foresee happening with Ether 2.0. So then with Polygon, I think Ethereum 2.0 would still need all those different scaling solutions to work with, to be able to provide overall guarantee for scalability in the space. So I think yeah, I think it's just gonna complement ETH2 as well. So here, and as I said, Polygon is also looking to integrate optimistic roll-up solution, and just all those innovative new solution into Polygon system as well. It's very modular solution, and just being Ethereum as the base layer for the whole system, we can have all the different innovative solutions plugged in to Polygon's overall framework, right? So then I'm sure it's going to evolve together with Ethereum. Here you can find out the depth on Polygon. Yes, awesome, Polygon. So here, please add section for default tracker. Okay, there's some useful resources. Thank you. And what else we have? Okay, cool. So now let's just take a look at our deployment on Polygon. Looks like it's done. So then with this, we can just quickly copy this transaction hash. All right, there we have it. And then we can just come back to our Explorer to have right here. So then this one is a Polygon scan. It basically is supported by scan, and as we deployed onto Mumbai testnet, so then that's why this is Explorer on Mumbai testnet. But then we also have Polygon scan for Polygon mainnet instead. And then here we basically just paste our transaction information. And then as you can see here, it said this is for testnet transaction only, and the status is success. And then we're able to see it is deployed 3 minutes ago, and we will have transaction fee listed here as well, which we can see is a lot cheaper. And then we have all the information for our contract deployments, and then just feel free to look at this and just to get all the information that you need. So then this is our deployment to Polygon testnet through Truffle framework. Again, it's very, very straightforward. It's exactly the same steps as you do, just for migration to mainnet, right? And all the information, as we said, it's available on Polygon doc. Yep. And let's see if there is some questions at this point. Is it better to use if keywords or require keywords in Solidity? I guess this depends on the requirement of your function, right? So yeah. Is it through Polygon only we can scale, or are there other platforms? No, Polygon is not the only scaling solution platform available. But as I said, because Polygon is EVM compatible, and it's distributed scaling solution because it utilizes proof of a stake, validator structures, and also its finality is done through checkpoint to Ethereum mainnet. That's why its security is also guaranteed by Ethereum mainnet. Therefore, we have both security and decentralization and guarantees on Polygon. And the fact that it treats Ethereum as the main hub to its scalability solution, we basically, is a big believer and supporter, just to Ethereum space. And so it's able to utilize all the ecosystem tooling, framework, libraries, everything that you already have very well tested at this point in the space, right? Versus other scaling solutions, its upset is actually very obvious at this point. When the updates in the mainnet launch, I will have to update itself so that it can provide some experience as mainnet. Yeah, so then good question. Yeah, so for this, I think we would have support. We would have support to be put in place specifically for it, but I'm not the best person to answer this. What I can do is that I can just make note of this, and I can check with my team and then provide update on this. If I have a contract that needs to be deployed on Polygon, but funds are coming from Ethereum, what should be the way to do this? So, example contract. So then here it said that you have a contract that needs to be deployed on Polygon, right? So then, okay. Okay, so then, just if this is just like a generic smart contract where you do not have a ERC token involved, then it's very, very straightforward. You basically just need some token, some matic token that you can just get from the facade, right? And I believe 0.1 matic token is going to be deposited to your account as soon as you make the connection to the mainnet. and then you can just automatically have some matic token to do deployment and to run some transactions on Polygon. If it is a ERC token, if it's a ERC20 token, or it's a 721 token, or it's a 1155 token, which are all supported on Polygon. And if you already have your smart contract deployed on Ethereum mainnet, and you would like to do transactions on Polygon for its fast speed and low cost, what you can do is that you can submit a mapping request through a mapper tool on Polygon. And, so then I think we actually have this information here, Ethereum to Matic. And then there's all the different tokens that are supported here. And also, as you can see, those are the different attributes comparison to POS bridge and to Plasma bridge there, right? So then you can also just submit mapping request here, which basically is going to auto deploy your counterpart of the ERC token that you have on the mainnet to Polygon. If your ERC token implementation follows the basic protocol requirements, right? But if it has like some customized logic in it, then you would want to write your own child token and do your own deployment on Polygon. And then you just specify the mapping information here, right? So then if you already have Ethereum token addresses, then you can just put here. And then if it's a very basic Ethereum token implementation, right, then you will be able to just ignore this matic token address information here, and the child token, or its token counterpart on Polygon is going to be auto created and deployed for you instead in that case. And then you just submit the mapping information through the mapper, and then it's all good to go, that your fund is able to be transferred from, or to be deposited to Polygon from the mainnet, right? And then once it's on the Polygon, you can just feel free to do all the transactions to different accounts, and then you can just play around on Polygon. And then once you're done, you want to withdraw your fund from Polygon to the mainnet, you can do that through the Polygon wallet. There's it basically it's right here. You can just do Polygon wallets, and then you can just transfer your funds out back to the mainnet, right? So then just a quick demonstration here. This is the Polygon wallet that you have here, right? So then for the first, you would have to connect to the mainnet. Let me just switch to the mainnet, which at this point, I think I'm just going to use Goalie mainnet. Excellent. Okay, let's go. Ooh. What is it that it doesn't? Okay. I'm just going to refresh this. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I just want to make sure that I'm currently on. Excellent. I think this one is. Let me just come to testnet. That's weird. But I guess we can just try this one more time. Okay. Okay, so it's acting a little weird, but then as you can, okay, this is still connecting. Let me just come to mainnet. Let's see if this is going to make a difference. Okay, so then if I sign, okay, cool. All right, so then it needs to connect to the mainnet, and then this is the wallet where you can just do all the transfer to the mainnet, from the mainnet to Polygon or the other way around, right? So then when it's coming to Polygon, and you can just do deposit here, and then you basically specify the token that you look to transfer from the mainnet, right? You can look up the token that you have, and then once you confirm, you can hit transfer, and then it's gonna ask you to sign the transaction, right? And once that one's done, and then you will be able to withdraw as well. And then here you can see that you're able to send transactions to like different addresses on Polygon network, and then when you're done, you can withdraw the fund the other way from Polygon to Matic. So then this is what you can use, and so then so then we don't have much time here. We basically have 10 more minutes for the hour, and let me just move quickly down to a few other things that I would like to cover here as well. And so then as I just demonstrated in Polygon wallets, right, where you can do transfers between Polygon and the mainnet directly through there. And once it's on Polygon, the cost is going to be a fraction of what you pay on the mainnet, right? And then just we also have Matic SDK available here, which is like a library that you basically can use to interact with the smart contract on Polygon, right? And of course, you don't have to use this. You can just use Web3 or ETHOJS, just whichever way that you prefer. But then just with this Matic.js, there's code snippets that you can use, and it's more straightforward to use, and it basically just helps the developer's experience when it comes to interacting with your smart contract on Polygon. So then here it's a quick high level flow, and when you are looking to deposit ERC token, right? Should that be 2721 or 1155 for deposit? Of course, you would like to approve that first, right? And then it can then call deposit 4 to make the deposit to Polygon. And then for withdrawal, we want to first burn the token on Polygon chain, right? And then you call exit on the root chain manager, which is on the Ethereum mainnet, to submit your proof of burn transaction, and then this will complete the withdrawal process from Polygon to the mainnet. And those are the steps for approve and deposit to Polygon, and those are the steps for withdrawing your funds from Polygon to the mainnet, burn and exit. As you can see, it basically is just like 2 lines of code to do it using Polygon SDK. So then that is what you do for transactions back and forth Ethereum to Polygon. And then just also another quick thing is meta transaction right here. So, you know, for your dApp, if, you know, you want to support meta transaction, of course, you're able to implement your own solutions, right? But then with what we have here in Polygon, you can also use by economy, and with their SDK, it's very, very straightforward. They basically are already provide you the structure, and you just have to, as a user, provide your account information to Biconomy relayer, right? And then the user doesn't have to worry about paying gas and all that. And then the relayer is going to take care of all the gas paying and also the relaying, and have the transaction reach the destination contract at the end, right? So then if you're interested in providing meta transaction in your project, and I would suggest to, you know, to look at Biconomy SDK, and it's very, very straightforward. And we also have a code snippet here as well. So, you know, overall, a lot of information that I talked about, they're all covered on the Polygon doc. As you can see that we still have quite a bit of contents not covered in the workshop, right? But then you basically get a flavor, especially as to how you do deployment to Polygon, and also its advantages in terms of high speed and low cost, right? And then we went over steps for deployment through Remix as well as in Truffle, and we also talked about Polygon wallet for you to use to transfer funds back and forth, and there's meta transaction supported as well. And of course, if you want to use Oracle, it's also supported here as well. So, you know, just feel free to explore the features that we offer here. And then, you know, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out through Polygon Discord. And then with that said, let's just do the last check on the question section. Yes, that's right. Here's 20 token. USDC supported on Polygon. Oh, so to get that, to get the test tokens, you may have to look for. I guess one way to do it is that for you to get test tokens, Ether test tokens, and then, you know, from there, you can use the wallet to deposit to your Polygon account, and then, you know, just to get the WEs that way. Where can we find the list of bounties? I think okay, I see. So for the list of, yeah,
there's a
sorry.
blog published. I can put that up. Yeah.
Cool.
Put the link to the blog. Yeah.
Excellent. Perfect. Thank you. So then okay. So then this should conclude the workshop today. And again, if you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out on Discord. And thanks everyone for your time, and wish you best luck with your project, and have fun on Polygon platform. All right, bye everyone.
Yep. Thanks for joining in, Yuling.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.